Okay, I've got the story.
Okay.
Alex was Jimmy Mayo, so he was the Jimmy that got assigned that name.
Yeah.
That's how he became.
And the Mayo is because of grilled cheese?
I have no idea why they chose Mayo.
Mayo, okay.
Jimmy Mayo is a name because Alex's nickname is Jimmy for whatever reason, I don't know that, and Mayo because he puts mayo on his grilled cheese instead of butter. So that's really why it's called Jimmy Mayo, the best of my knowledge, but yeah, Jimmy Mayo has definitely meant a lot to me ever since I met Alex, because
yeah, Jimmy is a nickname for Alex. They actually call him Jimmy Mayo, like that is a nickname for him. So it's pretty interesting. I try to tell people like our band name is Jimmy Mayo because like, you know, the main singer and the lead guitarist, his nickname is Jimmy Mayo.
My name's Alex Martin. I play guitar and I sing in Jimmy Mayo, and I play bass in Short Fictions. And I like to spend a lot of time making music in Pittsburgh DIY Scene. I've been involved for the last year to year and a half, which is not like a very long time in terms of DIY. I feel like in DIY years, that is like 5 years in like regular years. But to me, like Pittsburgh DIY is just such a big form of like community. That's like, I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. It's just like a bunch of like friends and people in this small community, like making art, making music, and just trying to come together and build something like greater than like all of us. Honestly, when it comes to like balancing like school and music, I feel like I'm a totally different person like in the DIY scene compared to like how I am at school. I feel like I go to Duquesne, and it's almost as I feel like an alien there, just because my heart's not, I mean, I love learning and I like school, but there's just like, there's no sense of community. Like, I feel like it's just kind of empty for me. And then, you know, I leave school and come do this like 4 or 5 times a week, and it's, yeah, I feel that part of me that like doesn't like to talk to people or like, you know, gets super anxious, just like go away. And I feel like a totally different person. Just like, maybe it's not just because of music, but definitely because of like the people I'm around. I feel so comfortable because we all have this common goal, whether like you're a musician or like you're going to see a show, and not just like to see your friends and to, you know, have a great time.
Thanks. In case y'all missed the memo, we put out an EP last week. It's called Whoops. And now we're gonna play some songs off of that.
Jimmy Mayo means a lot of different things to me. It's definitely like, I'm the main writer like of all the material, so it's definitely like my main spot to be able to like just like pour my heart out. It's an easy way for me to be able to be like, hey, I have these problems, or like, hey, I'm dealing with this, and you know, hopefully the goal is to find people that also deal with that, or like, you know, just find a common connection with things that we struggle with. At least that's what Jimmy Mayo means like to me. That's why it started. It immediately just gave me the ability to go out, make friends, write music, tour, and yeah, I wouldn't be doing any of the things like I would if it weren't for like a lot of those like what used to be negative experiences. Yeah. You know. Totally. So from our old stuff compared to our new stuff, like we put out our first EP, like a collection of like 3 songs in March, and 3 months later we recorded this new album that's coming out on November 2nd, and it's a little bit different. I feel like our first EP, it was kind of collection of songs that we just like wrote as a band. Not that like they didn't like mean anything like collectively. They actually meant like a lot to me, but you could definitely see like my personal growth from like those 3 songs to like these new collections of songs. You can definitely see like a different tone that I'm coming at it with. You can definitely like pick up on some of the experiences that I've gone through like more recently. And it wasn't even necessarily like we're gonna write another album and just like put it out. It just kind of happened. It was like, I'm constantly writing, and I'm constantly just like recording and tracking stuff just on my own, and it just felt like the perfect time to put it out. 2 different releases in a span of like 6 months, like, you know, that's pretty quick. So, but no, it just felt right, and I'm just like super excited to share it with everyone. There's a lot of people that listen to Jimmy Mayo that I've never met in real life that, you know, that have like just like came to support our music through like seeing us on tour by accidentally going to a house show, or like, you know, finding like our label and listening to other bands through that. So it's way different than other bands that I've been in. I was in a lot of projects in high school where it was, you know, just like writing and recording music and then playing shows to kind of no one really, because we didn't really know how to build the platform or anything like that. But I feel like with Jimmy Mayo, we've been a band for like about a year now, and it's just been like a slow and steady rise of like, I don't even like looking at it as like a fan base, but like more so of just like our own community, and which is like really cool. It's a side of me that I thought I'd never share to like anyone I was close to, nevertheless like strangers that I'm probably never meet. Moving into Boston, say, for me, is going to be like just another step of building this community and making it like just kind of permeable for everybody. I just want everyone to feel like they're at home, because like for me, like the DIY scene is just like, yeah, a group of people who, or at least for me, it's just like I've never really felt at home until this. I'm not gonna be doing this forever. Like I hope I'm not playing basements when I'm 30, but like I will definitely always be able to like look back and be like, that is what like turned me into me.
Yeah.